Good morning. Arrived in Thailand. Don't know what time of day it is. It's one of those jet lag feelings. I'm still on English time. Let's have a look at Tuesday. Not sure if you would have done much on Tuesday. As you know, with Burnley, you're always flirting with nil-nils. If the goal, well, if it was nil-nil at half time, that's your angle in with Burnley. Try to create a risk-free lay the draw. I'm having to use Tor browser now, as you can see. I can't get anything out of Google Chrome or Explorer. I'm not sure if they've been targeted. Old paranoid me. Well, there we go. Still problems up front for Burnley. An own goal, settling it. Very alarming. If I was a Burnley manager, I'd be a little concerned. This, as I got in, it was 0-2 to Bromley. That really should have been an angle in. Evens favourite, or thereabouts. 0-2 down on or around half time. But to compound matters, made it 0-3. That an ideal angle in, that even better. Why not? Look at the time. It might not come in, but if it does come in, stick Mr. Stockton on your Christmas card list. So that was one I was disappointed I didn't get in, probably because I was in and out of sleep. Don't forget, you've got to add 7 hours now, so it's 7 a.m. in the UK, 2 p.m. in Thailand. That was about it yesterday, I'm afraid. We had cup matches, but this is a clear illustration of trying to suss out whether teams are up for it or not. 1.25 drawing 1-1, 1.13 only 2-0 win, Paris Saint-Germain. Stuttgart getting the single goal against Augsburg, and we had another one. Atletico Madrid, probably the stronger play. There we go, another odds on losing in the cup. This is the problem we have. Can we trust sides to perform in the cup as they would in their domestic leagues? Well, you probably can with Atletico Madrid at home. I won't be looking too much into that. It's an obvious play. At home, they're far better than on the road. We've got a similar problem today now with the football coupon. It's not the best on the planet. My apologies for this. I'm using, as I say, the Tor browser, which is apparently much better security-wise. I'm still hoping I can get some action to get my money back from those hackers or that hacker. So today, it's going to be a quiet one. Coventry and Leeds, that's not going to be too quiet, is it? Let's see if Tor browser can help me get in. I just can't work Chrome. It's slower than Matt Letitia sprinting my Google Chrome. I'm not sure if it was an attack on the browser or some malware that's in there. So just this is the best I can do at the moment, the Tor browser, but it's going through a lot of processes to get to the website. So I'll be with you in a sec when it returns. Well, it's got to eventually. This is the price I pay for security, I'm afraid. So Coventry under Fat Frank on a good run at the moment. Their losses under Fat Frank, football genius, tend to be coming away from home. That was a little alarming. They started off rather nicely, playing bottom 3 sides or bottom relegation threatened sides, getting 2 wins out of those. Bristol City, Blackburn, Watford and Swansea. Notably for Frank, clean sheets as well. Thomas Asante looks to be the key player, and Torp. Thomas Asante and Torp. So make sure they're playing today if you fancy a competitive Coventry. Thomas Asante again. So he's going to be key for Coventry today, scoring in 3 of his last 4. 4 consecutive clean sheets for Leeds as well. This is a tricky match, of course. for us to weigh up, given the new manager syndrome for Coventry. You could only look at the recent form. No defeat in 7 at home now, but no defeat in 12 for Leeds. They are a tough nut to crack. The general Leeds pattern has been to get a goal or two, but to have some potential vulnerability second half. So if that Thomas Asante can continue his goal scoring and his second half goal scoring, there might be something in this for Coventry. Top of the pile, Leeds. Early on this season, not under Frank, 3-0 loss. 2-2 against Sheffield United, 3-0 win against Fifth, but they've not played the top two at home yet. They could be just a step above the rest for Coventry, but that's a good set of results against third and fifth. 5 goals in 2 matches. Leeds do look a lot more vulnerable away from home. That's quite clear. That's where they're dropping points. And that's where they're struggling to score that second goal. They've done so on 2 occasions, but it's not compelling, is it? So there's a real chance for Frank Lampard and his crew to get a result. So notably, I've got a bird's nest in a tree just outside my window. Spotted the fat Englishman and the bird has disappeared. So it's another tricky match. I haven't got an angle in, I'm afraid. It'll have to be in play stats, because you can see that Leeds away from home are not the best. Too many draws. I don't know if this is under Frank Lampard's influence or not, but note the last 15 minutes of matches. It could be under the previous manager, that kind of strength. But certainly the strength for Leeds lies in their away form. Second half form, sorry. Look at that, 13 of 18 goals scored in the second half. So continuing on from yesterday, it's a very difficult coupon today. 1.85 for Leeds. Well, we'll see how Coventry get on. As I say, there's 5 goals in 2 matches against the top 5. It's very interesting indeed. Newcastle and Arsenal, it is the EFL Cup. Question marks about attitude. You just saw Atalanta losing yesterday. So Lille failed to win at 1.25 yesterday. Similar story, EFL Trophy, but Peterborough, like Hearts, at odds on, tend to deliver. So that could be another one of interest. Certainly not a coupon to keep me up at night and open this evening for you. I don't think I need to have a compelling argument to stay up very, very late to do the football. I want to earn money, but it doesn't look like the best coupon on the planet, does it? And a Coupe de France, beware of the odds-on favourites. They're all from French League 1. You saw with Lille yesterday, questionable attitudes. That is the problem. Do these sides have other things on their mind domestically? Are they up for the cup? Nice against Stade Brioche. Brioche. I do like a bit of brioche. Lovely jubbly. We will see. Victoria Berlin against DBF Pokal. Well, you know your usuals with Bayer Leverkusen. If they are up for the cup, you expect a goal at least before half time. So do your usual wait. If you can wait 15 minutes, that could really help things out massively. Olympiacos Panathinaikos, derby style match in Piraeus. Again, doesn't really set the heart beating, does it? Coppa Italia, AC Milan nearly beat Inter Milan in the Milanese derby, but for a late Inter Milan equaliser, they'll be absolutely gutted with that. Roma under Claudio Ranieri as well. Not sure what to expect here. We're going to have some team changes. That's the question you have to keep asking. Are they up for the cup? Are they going to be making multiple team changes? PSV against Feyenoord, derby-style match. Go ahead Eagles, pretty impressive against Twente at the weekend. We did take them on, but they did get a 2-2 late on against Twente. They're in a good bit of form, go ahead Eagles, domestically. So that could be one to target. If I am up on still on English time, I will certainly follow these matches because I do need to make a bit of dough. Celtic against Dundee FC. Well, Dundee FC at home have been a thorn in the side of the Old Firm. The last time the Old Firm have met Dundee FC at home, 2 score draws, but this looks far more compelling, doesn't it? 1.1. Don't forget, these short odds bring with them their own expectations. You're expecting a goal before half-time for one. You're expecting a 3-0, 3-1, any other home score win. You're really expecting a win to nil, aren't you? That's how to turn short odds into profit. So I would wait 20 minutes in the first half if it's 0-0. Consideration for 1-0, 2-0, anything quoted in the half-time score market. Copa del Rey, Real Madrid, coming off the back of that loss to Espanyol. Now, the only real angle in here, or an angle in, do Real Madrid do consecutive? Well, we can't look, can we? Do Real Madrid do consecutive defeats? So let me see if I can find that information for you. It worked last time, didn't it? Who was that with? I think Atletico Madrid. So this is a way to see whether there'll be consecutive losses. All matches at uk.soccerway.com. This is another angle in. Regardless of competition, do they do consecutive defeats? Some sides tend to avoid them. You can see there, look, no consecutive defeats. When was the last time? Looks to be, well, there. Against Barcelona and then AC Milan. Now, Leganes, I don't think, are quite up there with Barcelona and who was that? AC Milan. So possibilities in the Copa del Rey that Real Madrid will get a result. So that's something to look out for. Trading angles. That's your job. Try to find trading angles. Swiss Super League. Young boys have been a shadow of their usual selves this season. Members of footballtradingprofits.com know over the years we have been profiting and how from the young boys. So watch out for them this evening. In-play stats will have to be key for that. So all in all, it's not. There's some star quality out today, that's for sure. But the question is, are they up for the cup? Coventry under Frank, can they continue their 4-match winning run? They haven't played the top 2 at home yet. Celtic, can they score their usual 3 or 4 goals? Newcastle and Arsenal, what is their attitude towards the cup? Could be another result for Newcastle like it was against Fulham at home. I think Arsenal, at their best, far too good. Coupe de France, question marks about the odds-on favourites. You saw Lille only draw 1-1 yesterday. Don't forget, in the Coupe or in the Cup, the draw is in play. That's also another negative for trading and laying that draw second half. Like Tottenham did against Tamworth, if you wait for the extra time, you're guaranteed to win in extra time. Simple as that. There's no, well, at least in the FA Cup, no more replays. Goals before half-time, Leverkusen. Milan, Roma. Question mark about team selection. PSV final, derby-style match, probably not going to play. Go ahead, the only real standout this evening, if they continue their domestic form into the cup. They're playing a lower tier side as well. Real Madrid, will they really have 2 consecutive defeats? Highly unlikely. Last time, as I say, Barcelona and AC Milan. Leganes, not quite Barcelona and AC Milan. If you fancy this kind of research every day, well, send it to the inbox of members at footballtradingprofits.com along with key stats, over 2.5 goal angles and the rest. We don't research cup matches, as you know. So click on Football Trading Profits members area and hope that the Tor browser will open it before one of us passes away. Here we go. So click to join. We've been in excellent form of late. My job is quite simply to find you green screens to make you money. Because if you make money, I make money, because I trade in the live markets, particularly in the live streams with my own dosh. So you can see the importance of the decision making. Do I get it right? Do I get it wrong? Should I have cashed out there? Should I have taken insurance out there? All of those answers. If you want to dip your toe in, There'll be links in the description underneath the email. So dip your toe in. Betfair Trading Made Easy course and Premier League research at the weekend. So just leave your name and email address and we'll get all of those to you. So here's the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@footballtradingprofits. Subscribe, and browser willing, I'll do a live stream on Saturday and Sunday for you. So I hope to see you a little bit later on, but as you can tell, it's difficult weighing up whether these cup sides are actually up for it or not. That's the main problem that we have. So if you don't see me this evening, then you'll know why. There's only two real league matches. That's the Coventry Leeds and Celtic Dundee. All of the rest, big question marks about whether these teams are actually up for the cup. You saw yesterday the problems. Have a great day. I might see you a bit later on. Members of footballtradingprofits.com on Telegram.